Carl starts pulling Debbie's strings, Fizz deceives Tyrone, and Sarah triggers chaos for Todd. Swarla supporters, get ready. Carla Connor chooses to call off her engagement to Lisa Swain in Coronation Street next week. The tension at number 6 continues as Becky Swain sets her sights on Costello's daughter before attempting to edge her way back into Lisa's life again. Elsewhere, Carl Webster increases his emotional manipulation of his sister Debbie, and Fizz Dobbs secretly plots her getaway. Sarah Platt's decisions lead to major fallout for Todd Grimshaw, while Summer Spellman's condition suddenly deteriorates. And no one, Carla Connor ends her relationship with Lisa Swain. That she plans to uncover who is targeting her. At the precinct, she snaps a few pictures of his daughter and sends them off. He's horrified and phones her, not realizing Kit is eavesdropping from outside his office door. Later on, aware that Lisa has a lunch date with Carla, Becky puts her next scheme into motion. She gulps down some booze and tells her estranged spouse that she's been drinking to numb the pain of losing everything. Feeling sympathy, Lisa leads her back to number 6 to help her sober up. Carla returns home to find Becky coming downstairs in Lisa's robe after taking a shower, leaving her upset that their plans were ignored. Angry, she kicks Becky out of the house. The following morning, Kit grows worried when Costello doesn't turn up for his shift. He soon learns that Costello has been assaulted and hints to Lisa that Becky could be behind it. Carla is devastated and chooses to end their romance, leaving Lisa in shock. In 02, Carl Webster manipulates Sister Debbie amid her dementia diagnosis. Carl keeps stringing Debbie along, marking an invoice from Preston's Petals as settled, and then stirring up confusion between his sister and Tracy. He assures the florist that he'll handle the issue, insisting it was simply a mistake on Debbie's part. She's livid, while an emotional Debbie confides in Ronnie that her symptoms are getting worse. He advises her to step away from work. But will she listen? The following day, Carl resets the password on the bookkeeping system and reminds Ryan that the money matters now fall under his control, while Debbie receives an email informing her that she's scheduled to speak at an upcoming hotel event. No. 3. Fizz Dobbs is caught red-handed lying to Tyrone. After Tyrone's injury, Fizz has been left carrying the load, both financially and emotionally, for the whole household. Drained, she explains that Scylla is about to undergo surgery, and she'll need to care for her. With no alternatives left, Ty insists he'll cope on his own and urges her to go. A bit later, Cassie accompanies him to his physiotherapy appointment, while Chesney heads to the hotel with pizzas for Debbie's choir rehearsal. He's stunned to see Fizz at the reception desk, clearly not visiting their mother after all. No. 4. Sarah Platt's behavior has devastating consequences for Todd Grimshaw. Theo deceives Todd, pretending he hasn't heard from Pete, but is soon caught by Sarah climbing into his van. She demands an explanation, and Theo admits they've signed a contract and that he's planning a surprise for Todd. When Pete compares Sarah to an attack dog, she confronts the men head-on, and Todd notices the confrontation. He quickly leads her away, leaving Theo visibly annoyed. After blaming Theo for forcing him into running a half-marathon, Todd is stunned when his partner presents a full-length mirror, claiming it's a useful way to monitor his physique. Later, James delivers some workout equipment to Todd and offers to show him how to use it. Theo watches with irritation and accuses Todd of having a crush on James. Todd reassures him that this isn't true, but an infuriated Theo seizes him and unleashes his anger. No. 5 Summer Spellman takes a turn for the worse while visiting Asha Alahan. Dev spends the night with Steve at Kevin's improvised pub set up in number 13's living room. He confides in the guys that Asha has asked him to come see her at the mental health unit. During their conversation, Asha reveals that she's ready to return home, but she's concerned about the lack of support from her friends. Dev lashes out at Summer, Nina, and Amy for leaving her in the lurch, warning them that Asha is reconsidering coming back because of it. The following day, Nina and Amy go to visit her. Summer shows up later than expected, but as she steps into the room, she grabs the doorframe and collapses. Will Summer recover? Coronation Street star describes playing dangerous Theo's abuse as incredibly difficult. James Cartwright, who plays Theo Silverton on Coronation Street, has opened up about the horrible domestic abuse storyline involving his character and Todd Grimshaw, teasing that even more drama is on the horizon. The gripping abuse plot is set to continue, with additional twists and surprises expected. Cartwright admitted that portraying Theo's abusive behavior is challenging, but he feels a strong responsibility to handle it correctly. Theo has been both verbally and physically aggressive towards his boyfriend Todd, from angry outbursts to mocking him about his appearance. The actor hinted that other characters could also be in danger as Theo spirals further out of control, while Todd's situation continues to worsen. He said, "We always knew he was a complicated man, but as the story develops, it's clear he's potentially very dangerous. His flaws and inner damage are now surfacing in ways that even he may not be able to manage, and it could put others at risk." Reflecting on Theo's shift to being controlling and violent, James added, "I wasn't shocked so much as thrilled to be part of such a crucial storyline. The scripts have had so many unexpected moments, some of which even made me choke on my cornflakes while reading them. An upcoming explosive event promises to push the storyline even further." James explained, "It's another escalation, and it's both terrifying and shocking for Todd. Theo erupts when he can't express his feelings, losing control and becoming extremely volatile to be around." James Cartwright admitted that filming the storyline has been emotionally demanding, stressing the importance of Coronation Street tackling domestic abuse. He said, "These scenes are never easy. There's a noticeably different atmosphere on set when we're shooting them. Everyone works together and looks out for each other. The mood is very serious because first, someone could get hurt. Second, we all recognize how awful it is. And third, as actors, we're aware that these situations mirror real people's lives. Domestic violence affects so many, and it often spikes around Christmas, so there's a huge level of respect on set." He continued, "It's all about balancing drama, storytelling, and realism. These episodes will be difficult to watch for anyone who's experienced something similar, but we also have to pace the story carefully. Rushing it could do a disservice to survivors." Cartwright added, "Domestic abuse can be complicated to portray because victims often don't recognize it or make excuses for certain behaviors." On whether Theo could change, he explained, "He's been gradually raising the intensity, 1 degree at a time, and that slowly becomes normalized. The boundaries keep shifting. In relationships like this, people can start feeling embarrassed and end up covering for the abuser in ways they never would have before. They make excuses for their actions, and that's exactly where Theo is now, a very dangerous place for Todd." Coronation Street airs Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 8 p.m. on ITV1 and streams on ITVX and YouTube.